Hey, this is Amanite, Reggae Boy Goalkeeper, and you're watching Eddie Vision channel. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to Eddie Vision TV, the channel where we look at sports differently. Alright, so if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. If you're a regular, continue to watch, support, share, like the videos, and leave comments. Alright, so the JFF, they feel the need for speed. So Rudolph Speid set to become assistant coach for the Senior Reggae Boyz. And I say set to because despite reports, it's not a done deal. They are set to meet, the board that is set to meet on Saturday to really decide on what to do and decide the way forward. Now, Mr. Speid, if he should get that role as assistant manager, a lot would have to change. And for one, let me say this right off the bat. I think he is qualified, obviously, as the highest license on the island, experienced coach, and he deserves a chance just like any other manager. And people, you must be careful what you wish for. So persons wanted a change in the backroom staff, you're getting a change. So be careful what you wish for. You wanted a change, you've gotten your change. But people look at this though, assistant coaches will be McLaren Garden, Rudolph Speid. So Coach McLaren's backroom staff will include McLaren Garden and Rudolph Speid. If Rudolph gets his switch. And I say get switched because, as I said earlier, obviously things will have to change. So he could no longer be the chief the technical committee. That would be impossible. A person saying that, how can he hire himself and then come on, people, come on, that's obvious. He will definitely need to leave his role in the JFF for sure. And the coaching thing, I've said this months ago. If you guys can recall, after qualifying for the final round of the Champions League, you know, winning that Caribbean title, I said, I did a video, you guys can go back on the page, I said Rudolph Speid for national coach. I said that, you know, I put it out there what you guys thought, and it was down to the fact that I liked the way Cavaliers played. And I saw aspects in the Cavalier team that I would love to see in the Reggae Boyz team. So that's where that was coming from. So to hear the news that potentially Rudolph Speid will be one of the assistants, I'm happy. Because if he can bring that to the national team, we will see a better team. No doubts about that. The pace in which the Cavaliers team played, the attacking, I just liked how they looked on, especially in transition. And we have the speed, we have the skills, and we play very slow with also that transition game from the Reggae Boyz right now under Steve McLaren. So definitely speed will bring a lot to the table. So going back to things will have to change. He made a lot of money from selling players from Cavaliers. King moving on, Busy moving on, Calvin moving on. So in terms of club-wise, winning the JPL back-to-back, making a lot of money. Now getting a new job at a high school as a football director. Things are looking good for Rudolph Speid. So I don't think, it will be bad for him to step down, because he has, money making other places and is still in a good spot. And nothing will really change. And I say this because person is going to say, Cavalier players will still be in the team because he's the assistant coach and rare. If they're in the team, they're in the team on merit. And even if he was still at the technical chair, Cavalier players were still in the team. The quality Cavalier players are going to make the team regardless. So that's just what I have to say about that. Does it look good on Steve McLaren? No. I don't think Steve McLaren will be enjoying this situation, this move, if it should happen. Because them take him for fool pretty much. If I was Steve McLaren, I would leave the job straight up, because you hire me to do the job and next thing I know, you're sitting beside me on the bench, assisting me and nudging me and helping me to do the job. No. Allow me to get the job done. Allow me to have my own backroom staff around me, people that I want. And reports that, the guys that he had got other offers and they had to leave, so they badly need a replacement. But they could have looked elsewhere. You know what I mean? So on the other hand, you really have to look at how McLaren feels about it. And I don't like the situation. Them kind of beat him up. He's a big coach. Despite the Reggae Boyz performances over the summer, he's a big coach. Historically, he has the CV, he has the name, and to deal with him like this is just, what I mean? It's like everybody knows, like 1 foot out the door. He already has 1 foot out of the door, and I think they want to push him out, but they're taking the time to push him out. You know what I mean? So let Speid come in, and you take your time and you just ease out McLaren out of the job. So if you're going to do this, maybe you should have just fired the coach. But they will meet on Saturday to iron out stuff. Let us see what they have in store. Let us see who would replace Rudolph Speid as the chair of the technical committee, because that's very important as well. And I know Speid would be okay being the assistant manager for years, just like McLaren. If he could be there for 2-3 cycles, he's good. You know what I mean? McLaren Garden is still there over the years. So I think Speid looked at it this way, like, if I was the assistant manager, that would be fine. I could give up my post at the JFF for that, for sure. More money, more eyes. You get to learn from better coaches. You're right there. You get to put yourself out in the market as well. Look at me, I'm the assistant manager. So other teams, other countries will be on the lookout. So it's a win-win for Rudolph Speid. Let's hope it's a win-win for Jamaica, because at the end of the day, despite all the noise, we need to reach this World Cup. So we need to focus on the pitch. You know, we don't need to spend the entire summer now talking about assistant coach. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, let us keep our eye on the prize. For me, I don't really care about what's going on right now. The team. So the JFF has a need for speed. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this. Do we need speed? You know, they say speed kills. Can Rudolph Speid do the job himself? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Eddie Guna. Thanks for watching. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.